Hello everyone, this is Nick coming to you with yet another Infinity Kingdom video. And this one we will talk on two topics because KvK has now ended in our server. So the two main topics to talk about is going to be the KvK Shop to make sure everyone gets the best reward for their account possible. And then we're going to talk about migration. There is a need to talk about migration for a few reasons, and we will touch on that in this video. So let's get started right away with the KvK shop. Now that the KvK is over, the shop is open, you can see that the shop is going to be open for only 4 days this time around. It used to be 6-7 days. The same amount of days that you used to be able to allocate your reward if you had a Citadel and Ymir was the same timer as the shop. It's now down to 4 days only. So make sure you get your goodies. So first of all, when you open the shop, depending on how your KvK went, if you have chests that you can claim, you should claim them. If you won the KvK, you're going to have 4 free chests of the biggest one. Here, be very careful. Do not use your coins on these two options. You do not want to use your KvK coins on these chests. The reason is most likely you're going to get speed ups, or the other option that comes a lot is the artifact fragment for Oli and Shadow. You will most likely not very often get shards for the immortal, even less full immortals. The chances are very low. Again, these are the two that you get the most. Your KvK coins, Legion Mark, should be spent in the shop. The best way to spend them is going to be by buying skills that you need or that you don't need, sell and purchase a better skill in the thrift shop. So first of all, you are limited on the amount of skill that you can get and sell. I've already maxed out a long time ago. Unfortunately, my account is quite old. I bought a few skills that at the time we couldn't sell back and unlock them. So like this one, I'm currently have to use it. I don't use it, but I unlocked it really early on. I cannot buy it anymore. See, I already have the skills, so I cannot buy it anymore. So be careful on the skill that you unlocked. So the best way is, example, you buy the skill that you don't want, buy it, then you go to your bag, so the items, you go to your skills. For example, this one here, right? I have Berserker. I don't know if I need it. I haven't used it yet. If I want to sell it, you click sell. And as you can see, there's no loss here. It's 1 for 1. So you sell 1 token, you get 17 Cinder. You go to the thrift shop here, the wish shop, sorry, and it's going to be 1 for 1. So 17 for 1 token. Now here you need to make sure that you don't sell those for nothing and you get 60. You only need 60 to unlock it. Make sure you get the better skill for your team. We're not going to talk about which skill to get for your team. It really depends on your team. But what I would say about the KvK shop itself is these skill tokens, there's some that you can sell for sure. Weakness protection is not the best skill. I personally think that you should buy it and sell it. Certain Gaze, same thing. I think you should buy it and sell it. Now, Victorious Pursuit is not the worst skill out there, but it's also not the best. For most free-to-play player, they should sell it and buy a better skill in the wish shop. I would say same thing for full coverage, unless you're a main fire team. And even then, I don't think your hippo should be used as damage. So I would not unlock full coverage. I would sell it. Berserk is a decent skill for your Alex or your Hannibal. So be careful if you sell it. Same thing with Wind Rage, a very good skill for your Hannibal and your Alex. Spell Disintegrator is a decent skill for any mage. If you're free to play, it's a very good option. So before you sell this one, be careful. Storm Eyes, however, I do think you should sell it. It's not the worst skill, but there are so many better skills in the wish shop. I would sell that. Sniper, I would sell that as well. Although it's a decent skill for Archer, it's better skill in the wish shop. Abundant Spirit is a very good skill if you're a fire main team for Wu. If you're a fire team, do not sell Abundant Spirit. Assembly Charge, you don't want to sell it, even if you don't use Alex or Charles. It's such a good skill for them that if you do switch to an Alex or Annabelle at some point, you will need the skill, especially if you're free to play. Keep Assembly Charge, do not sell it out. Unforeseen Attack, I will sell it. The reason that you need to be careful is if you happen to sell something and you then want it. Example, I sold Weakness Protection. If I want to get it back, you can see the Cinder cost is no longer 17, it's 30. It's going to cost a lot more for me to unlock the skill now. So this is it for the KvK shop. One, you need to make sure you focus on the tokens, the skill tokens. Do not use those here. It's valuable coins that you need. Hopefully the game will reset these skills at some point. I can't do anything with my Legion Mark coins anymore. And as for this shop, if you did go for the Growl, you can buy it for sure. It's the best option with these coins, for sure. It is a decent skill that can be placed on Alex. It remains to be tested. I haven't unlocked it, so I won't be able to test, but I'll look out for players that have the skill. And then you can buy a schematic for your artifacts. Now be careful here. These are going to reset at the end of the shop. You must use them right away, where these are not going to reset. So be careful. Now, the other aspect that I want to talk about is going to be migration. Because of the current state of the game, a lot of the new updates, the new content is favoring bigger server. If you look at KvK, the new mechanics, the new matchmaking definitely favors bigger server. Now, the matchmaking itself did a little bit unfavored. It was a little bit problematic for huge server because they are split between alliance. Their alliance were not in the same KvK. I do think this is going to be fixed either next KvK or soon. I don't think it was really appreciated as a mechanic. So I do think IK is going to do something about it. And two, the alters and the contracts was very unfavorable for smaller server. In fact, so much unfavorable, I think a lot of the smaller servers are dying at the moment. Can take my server as an example. I'm currently in 57. I haven't had the need to change, even though it's not a big server anymore. But with this KvK, to give you an idea, here what we do is we let anybody in the alliance, or almost, because we're pretty empty, but whoever does not participate in the KvK would get expelled before the end of KvK because they don't really deserve the reward from the alliance effort, but they can join back right after. Usually it's 3, 4, 5 people. This time around it was almost 30 people. Yes, it was Christmas, but I think a lot of the player got discouraged from the new mechanics, and it drove the activity down so much that it's almost unplayable anymore. And again, bigger server have a lot more incentive. KvK was one reason. TOS, now that you are all in the same season, there's no really any reason to stay on a small server. You're going to be in the same TOS as everybody. And also the fact that a lot of the events reward the winners, not just the winners that win the event, like Christmas event, but also the whole server by giving them reward from the person that won. So basically the server that won the gift event in the Christmas event got a free Chaos Immortal. So again, the bigger server are definitely advantage at the moment. When it comes to migration, be careful. There's a few aspects that you need to know. First, of course, you're going to need portals. When you look at portals, these are valuable resources that you need to get. You need 70 for most accounts that are old enough because of your power. But that is no longer the only thing that you need to look at. The main aspect that you need to look at, and before I do that, the way you get portals is going to be buy them. If you're free to play, you can buy them in the Alliance shop. Here, one a day. It's 20K Alliance currency. So you need to grind one a day if you want to migrate. But what you need to be very careful about is going to be the migration cap. This reset every season. Now we are in the off season. It has not reset yet. I hope it's going to reset very soon. Maybe it's because we haven't done our core. We're currently doing it at the moment. If it doesn't reset, it's a problem. If it should reset, it's still a problem, in my opinion. It's only 8 players that can migrate. So even if we would like at the moment to revamp 57, we talk to a lot of players and we try to bring players into 57, this would be a problem. Anybody over 830 would need to take one of these migration slot. 8 player above 830 is very small. It's a small group, not super strong player, and already you're capped out. So smaller server at the moment cannot even revamp. They pretty much have to vacate and find new places. That's also mean when you migrate with a group, you have to be very careful. If you are a group of, let's say, 10 players that are above the migration cap of where you want to go, you would not be able to migrate as a group of 10 players into that server. So don't break your group thinking that you can migrate in one place, forgetting about the cap. So if you have any question, any feedback, any comments, feel free to let me know in the comment. I would definitely like to read your comments on KvK, how it went, and also on the migration and the state of the game. Thank you for watching, guys. Have a good day.